nectarian. Um, have you read the translation already, or yet to
No,
do?
Mataji, I didn't read.
Okay, so can you please? I mean,
Yes,
is it?
Mataji.
Are you able to come in video or?
Yeah, Mataji, I can, but my phone's charge is less, so
Oh,
therefore
okay, okay,
I'm.
okay. No, no problem. So, is it possible for you to read the
Yeah, yeah,
translation? Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
More sweet than all other sweet things, more auspicious than all other auspicious things, the greatest purifier of all purifying things, the holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything. The entire universe, from exalted Brahma down to the lowly clump of grass, is a product of the illusionary energy of the Supreme Lord. The only thing that is reality, reality, again I say reality, the holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything. That person is a true preceptor or a true father, a true mother, and a true friend also only if they teach one always to remember the holy name of Sri Aron is everything. There is no certainty when the last breath will come and put an abrupt halt to all one's material plans. Therefore, it is wise to always practice chanting from very childhood. The holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything. Lord Hari externally dwells in that place where truly exalted, spiritually advanced souls sing in the mood of pure devotion. The holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything. Aho, what a sorrow, what a great sorrow, more painful than any other misery in the world. Mistaking it as a mere piece of glass, the people have forgotten this jewel. The holy name of Sri Hari is alone is everything. It should be heard again and again with one's ears. It should be uttered over and over with one's voice. It should be perpetually sung and sung anew. The holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything. It makes the entire universe seem insignificant as a blade of grass. It splendorously reigns supreme over all. It is full of eternally conscious divine ecstasy. It is supremely pure. The holy name of Sri Hari alone is everything.
Chai, Reebol. So nice. Thank you. Thank you for choosing this song. And it's very apt with this, what we are going to even speak now. Um, Wonderful. Very nice. Thank you, Aditi, Haripal. So, thank you all the devotees for joining today. So, it's so nice that we are actually discussing the Antyalila. Antyalila itself is like full of nectar. And this is a chapter 6. We are actually okay. Chapter 6 we are reading, which is the meeting of Sri Raghunath Dasa Goswami and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have been reading it for quite a while, and Panihati pastime, all that we saw. And then now, last week, we were discussing some of the instructions given by Mahaprabhu. So continuing that, we will see today um, the beautiful and wonderful qualities of Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, which he exhibited, which is quite amazing. So before we start, let's offer our prayers. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So today we are going to have two devotees who will be reading the Bengali verses. Uh, One is Madhava Ranjan Prabhu and Apu Mataji.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna Mataji, Dandavat
Ja.
Pranam.
Dandavat Pranams. Gauranga Haribol. Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. So we will
Slok 238 or
exactly.
239.
Yeah, 38 is basically we done almost. Yeah, 239 you can start. Yeah.
Okay.
So before that, just I'll give one small intro. So we saw that Raghunatha Dasa Goswami was looking forward for the instructions, and Mahaprabhu said, this instructions was that. Do not talk like people in general or hear what they say. So basically, he said, Gramya Katha, you don't hear gossip. Don't speak gossip, don't hear any gossip. And because he was in the renounced order of life, he said that you don't eat palatable food and don't dress very nicely, because the renounced order people, sannyasi, they wear simple clothes and they eat simple food. And then he also said, do not expect honor, but offer all respect to others. Always chant the holy name of Lord Krishna, and within your mind render service to Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. So he gave this instruction, and he told that I have given you briefly, but you can get the details from Swarup Damodar Goswami, because he was given under the custody of, or under the care of, Swarup Damodar Goswami, who is a intimate associate of Mahaprabhu. And then again, we see here 239 onwards, we will see now. Yes, Prabhu, please. Madhavaranjan Prabhu.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
তৃণাদপি শুনেছেন তররিব সহিষ্ণুনা অমানিনা মানদেন কীর্তনিয়া সদা হরি.
One who thinks himself lower than grass, one who is more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor, but is always prepared to give respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. So we know that this particular verse is from Sikshashtakam, third verse, and Mahaprabhu gave only 8 verses. He asked Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and other Goswamis to write books, and they have written so many volumes of books. But Mahaprabhu personally, he only gave this 8 verses. And this third verse is like something which Mahaprabhu said we should wear like a locket, around our neck, so that we always remember this. Because this is something very, for a conditioned soul, this is very difficult. Because for a pure devotee, this is natural. For the pure devotee, he considers himself very insignificant. He thinks that everyone is so great, everyone is so wonderful, everyone has so much devotion. I don't possess any devotion. This is a mood of a pure devotee. And he is tolerant than a tree. Even if someone is tree, if you see someone is going and cutting the tree is not protesting. The tree is not retaliating. The tree is just standing there. Not just standing there. Even for a person who is about to cut the tree is offering shade. The tree is also offering wonderful fruits. So the tree is actually, for someone who is coming and disturbing or causing harm, the tree is actually giving benefit. So the pure devotee, a sadhu, is like that. The quality of a sadhu is like they are always very, uh, very kind, very kind, very magnanimous, very compassionate. You know, so this is the mood of a sadhu. And and they don't expect any personal honor. Okay, if someone has given me appreciation, okay, someone has given me the position or has acknowledged me, and then I will acknowledge the other person. Basically, they acknowledge everyone, because not because I know this person, or oh, I have to keep the other person in my good books. No, no, not for that. He honors everyone because he sees in every person the Supreme Lord. He sees the Paramatma in everyone's heart. He sees that each and every soul is part and parcel of Krishna. So I should actually be offering my respect to everyone. So this is mood of a pure devotee. So for them, it is very natural. But a conditioned soul, it's highly difficult, because the conditioned soul is conditioned by the three modes: sattvagun, rajogun, tamogun, and majority of the time predominantly by the mode of passion and ignorance. So what happens if one who thinks himself lower than, it is opposite. I think that I am great, I am fine, I know everything. And sometimes I may not verbalize, or I may not say it out that I am great, but internally I think I am great. That's why if someone else comes and says, hey, oh, you don't know this one, or you don't know that, or you, then what happens? Immediately we get angry because I am great, and why he's coming and telling me. If someone is really great, even if someone comes and tells something, then they won't get agitated. And tolerance is so difficult in this age. We see that little things disturbs us a lot. Hmm? What to speak about big things? Tolerating is so hard. Even in this world, we see that tolerance level has gone down so much. Within the family, we are not able to tolerate the family members, and then tolerance between the countries, tolerance between the states. Tolerance has become a question mark now. Simple thing can agitate us so much. Uh, and then if someone touches our ego, we get very much agitated. Giving respect, only for one who gives me respect, I can give some respect. But what about a person who don't give respect? I don't even want to look at that person. Very simple. So this is the mood of a condition. So it's so what to say, so unfortunate. Our position is so unfortunate. That is why we are finding so hard to chant the holy name. Many times we think, why Hare Krishna mantra is so simple. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Simple mantra. But why we are not able to chant? Because we are failing in all the above things which is given here. Only when we work towards these qualities which is mentioned here, then we see that we will be able to chant the holy name all the time. Kirtaniya Sada Harihi. So um, it is not in one night we can change everything. It's not possible. But it is being a practitioner. Our goal is this. This is our goal. What Mahaprabhu has said, we want to always chant the holy name. Like our mouth should default will be chanting Krishna's name. That is our desire and that is our goal. But we are somewhere in the backside. So we are working towards the goal. So then what we have to work towards, that means these are the 3 points. We think one who thinks himself lower than the grass. That means not that we think ourselves, oh, I am useless, I am worthless, in the negative sense, because sometimes we think useless, I am unfit, I am nothing, I am in a negative sense. That is like that is called low self-esteem. We are not talking about that. Mahaprabhu is not talking about that. Mahaprabhu is saying, the mood is that I may possess many wonderful qualities or I may possess any talents, but I should always think that whatever I have is only by the mercy of the Lord. Not getting that pride. That is the point. Not that we keep saying, oh, I'm useless, worthless, what is the use anyway? No, that is not Mahaprabhu's expectation. That is a totally a negative quality. So we are not talking about this. We want to know that, we want to understand that all that goodness is there in us is only coming from Krishna. It is only by the mercy of Krishna I have got. By my own this thing, I don't have any strength. Mm. Uh, then that means we are giving all the credit to the Lord. So I just remembered one pastime. Um, this is from one great Alvar. His name is called Periyalvar. Uh, Periyalvar means big Alvar. This Alvar, this devotee of the Lord, he actually has a parental mood towards the Lord. Like he sees the Lord has this child, Vatsalya. And this Periyalvar is such a devotee of the Lord that he would make beautiful flower garlands. He would maintain a nice garden, and then he will pluck flowers and he will make a garland, and then he would go and then he will offer that garland to the Lord. So what happened, one day in the kingdom, there was a big debate happening. So everyone came to Periyalvar and they requested, oh, dear, you are the greatest devotee. We request you to come and, join this debate, because, we have to establish the Vaishnava Siddhanta, and this king is against Vaishnava philosophy. So we want you to come and, talk from scriptures and defeat the argument and establish, Vaishnavism in a in a strong way. Then Periyar said, oh, I never gave any class. I never gave any this thing. How can I go? So he went to the Lord in the night and he prayed to the Lord, my dear Lord, I can't go because I have no knowledge, nothing. And then the Lord asked a question back. Oh, Then what do? You have no knowledge, no? What else you do? Then he said, I know only one thing. What is it one thing you know? I know how to make nice garland and come and offer to you. Oh, I see. Oh, you know to make garland? Yeah, yeah, I know how to make garland. So then the Lord started smiling. Oh, you think you know to make garland? Oh, understand. It is by mercy you are actually making nice garland. Not that you are making garland. It is my mercy you are making this garland. Then, Periyar said, yeah, my dear Lord, it's your mercy only I'm making. Then the Lord said, oh, if it is my mercy you are making this garland, by my mercy, you can also go and talk and defeat the king. Then Periyar said, yeah, okay, my dear Lord, I'm going now. Now I understood what you are trying to say. Then immediately he went and he spoke so wonderfully and eloquently and defeated, the opposing principles and established Vaishnavism. So the point is that sometimes we think, oh, I know this, but I don't know that. I know this and I don't know that. I am good in this, I am not good in this. Actually, we are not good in anything. We are good in if at all we are good in anything, that is by the mercy of the Lord. So, if by mercy of the Lord we can be good in something, by the mercy of the Lord we can be good in everything also. So that needs faith. That's what Srila Prabhupada did. He asked, many of the disciples, he empowered them. They don't know how to paint. They didn't know how to publish book. They didn't know many things. But Prabhupada said, yes, by depending on Krishna's mercy, you can do it. And we see that wonderful paintings were done by, some of the Mataji school never painted before. And some of them actually distributed books like anything. And one of the very famous book distributor, this Prabhu is now the toppest book distributor. His name is Mahotsava Prabhu. I mean, per day he distributes like thousands and thousands and thousands of the book, and he defeats his own targets. For him, even in one day, hundreds of Bhagavatam sets he can distribute. Bhagavatam sets, just imagine. Uh, he's such an empowered book distributor. And when he was interviewed, what is the secret, or what is the tip you will give for people to distribute? Is there only one thing? Just we have to depend on the Lord, because the Lord can make anyone empowered. If we depend on the Lord and he wants us to be, please Krishna, use me as an instrument. I want to give this mercy to all these people. Then you see Krishna is empowering. So he said that there is no strategy, no big style, to book distribution. Just that we need to have this strong dependence and faith. Do your sadhana nicely and depend on the Lord, and you see magics happening in book distribution. So this is what, so the point is that these qualities are so difficult to develop. But when we actually depend on the Lord and make an effort, uh, we may be like one of the dullest person. Doesn't matter. But when we actually make a sincere effort, depending on the mercy of the Lord, we see we get empowered. We will get empowered to preach. We will get empowered to distribute. We will get empowered to, write. We get empowered to, whatever we want to achieve, in this world. Everything is possible. Mahaprabhu, it is impossible. It is mentioned by Kaviraj Goswami that everything, even impossible things become possible by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But if we don't take shelter of Mahaprabhu, even the possible things becomes impossible. So this verse is talking fully about that. So if we sincerely work towards these ideal qualities, making an effort day in and day out sincerely, we may fail again and again, because we are just it is like a child crawling, so many times it will fall, before it gets up and walks steadily. Similarly, we are children, in this bhakti path of bhakti. We are actually making a lot of mistakes, a lot of offenses, and our consciousness is not very fine tuned. But we do not have to get depressed. We do not have to become hopeless. We have to depend on the great mercy of the Lord. Then everything becomes possible. One day we will be able to develop all these wonderful qualities. And what is the goal of developing these qualities is to chant the holy name of Krishna all the time. Kirtaniya Sada Harihi. Mm. So we can work towards this goal. And it is very difficult, especially, so that's why like last week also we discussed, every day if we write, it is like, there is one journal called um, Night Pages. There is a journal called Morning Pages. There is a journal called Night Pages. Night Pages means you write whatever happened the whole day. Okay, today I did this, I failed here, I did this very nicely by the mercy of the Lord, whatever. You just write it at the end of the night. I mean, at the end of the day, we write all these things, and then we watch out. Oh, here I have done this. Oh, I could have done this better. Okay, next day is a fresh day to begin with, again with the mercy of the Lord, making a better day. So like this we can actually refine our consciousness, we can refine our qualities. To err is human, because as human being we will commit mistakes, but we don't want to keep on committing mistakes, but we want to work on how to improve, so that we don't repeat the same mistake again and again, because our goal is we want to develop love for Krishna. We want to spontaneously develop love for Krishna. Now we are doing it, but we are doing it because someone has said it. Okay, or Srila Prabhupada has mentioned in the book, do this, scriptures are saying do this. Okay, I'm doing this as a duty, or I'm doing it as a sadhana, but it is not naturally coming from my heart. But it's okay, because the path of bhakti starts like that. But then when we gradually do and beg for Krishna's mercy, then one day we will develop that spontaneous love. And that is what we are working towards. Spontaneously, we want to love Krishna. Spontaneously, we want to cook for Krishna. Spontaneously, we want to do everything with our heart filled with love and gratitude. Mm. So, for that, these are the things which we want to work on. Yeah, let's read 240, Prabhu.
এত শুনি রঘুনাথ বন্দিলাচরণ মহাপ্রভু কইল তারে কৃপায় আলিঙ্গন।
Having heard this, Raghunatha Dasa offered prayers at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the Lord, out of great mercy, embraced him. Mm. So then, after hearing this, Raghunath Dasa Goswami is offering prayers, and Mahaprabhu embraced him.
পুনঃ সমর্পিলা তারে স্বরূপের স্থানে অন্তরঙ্গ সেবা করে স্বরূপের মনে শনে।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again entrusted him to Swarup Damodara. Thus, Raghunatha Dasa rendered very confidential service with Swarup Damodar Goswami. So, Swarup Damodar Goswami is who? He is the Lalita Sakhi in Krishna Leela. So, now Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, he is now in the care of Swarup Damodar, who is Lalita Sakhi. So, he is serving in that confidential mood.
হেন কালে আইলা সব গৌড়ের ভক্তগণ পূর্ববত প্রভু সভায় করিলা মিলন।
At this time, all the devotees from Bengal arrived, and as previously, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met them with great feeling. So every Chaturmasya, that is the rainy season, all the devotees from Bengal would come to Jagannath Puri, and they will stay with Mahaprabhu for 4 months, and they will serve along with Mahaprabhu. What are the different things they do? The Gundicha Marjana, they will take part in the Gundicha Marjana cleansing of the Gundicha temple. They will take part in the Ratha Yatra festival. So all these festivals they will take part. So now they have all arrived, and Mahaprabhu is meeting them.
সভা লইয়া কইলা প্রভু গুন্ডিচা মার্জন সভা লইয়া কইলা প্রভু বন্য ভোজন।
As he had previously done, he cleansed the Gundicha temple and held a picnic feast in the garden with the devotees. So every year this happens. So this time also, they cleansed the Gundicha temple, and they had a big feast in the garden. The garden is Jagannath Vallabh garden. Yeah.
রথযাত্রায় সভা লইয়া করিলা নর্তন দেখি রঘুনাথের চমৎকার হইল মন।
The Lord again danced with the devotees during the Ratha Yatra festival. Seeing this, Raghunatha Dasa was struck with wonder. So Raghunath Dasa Goswami is now seeing for the first time now. So he is seeing this, and then he was stuck seeing the Ratha Yatra festival, in which Mahaprabhu is dancing so wonderfully and beautifully, and all the Ratha, the associates dancing along.
রঘুনাথ দাস যবে সবারে মিলিলা অদ্বৈত আচার্য তারে ব্রহু কৃপা কইলা
When Raghunatha Dasa met all the devotees, Advaita Acharya showed him great mercy. Yes, Prabhu.
শিবানন্দ সেন তারে কহেন বিবরণ তোমা লইতে তোমার পিতা পাঠাইল 10 জন
He
তোমার
also made. We'll read this one, and then you can read 247. Is that okay?
ওকে
He also met Sivananda Sena, who informed him, "Your father sent 10 men to take you away." So, Sivananda Sena is a personality who is the associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who takes a responsibility to bring all the devotees from Bengal to Jagannath Puri every year. Just imagine. And he's like bringing all like around 200 devotees. He's the head who is leading the whole group of devotees, and not only leading the team, that means their accommodation, their prasadam, and in every place wherever they have to pay the toll, the tax, Shivananda Sena would pay. And even we heard the story long time back, what a great personality Shivananda Sena, that one time a dog wanted to travel. They saw that a dog was traveling along with the devotees, and he felt, oh, the dog is also a great devotee, that's why he's also traveling, and he paid a toll for the dog also. The boatman said, I cannot take the dog, because dog and all we don't allow. But then he begged the boatman, and he said, you have to pay double the cost. But if we were in the position, will we pay for a dog double the cost? you know but he actually saw the dog as a devotee, and he paid double the amount, and then he took the dog also, he brought it in the boat. Very, very great personality, Shivananda Sena. So now Shivananda Sena, if you recollect this, few verses before, his father actually, sent some people, to Shivananda Sena, because he thought that Shivananda Sena, maybe Raghunatha Dasa Goswami has gone, with this party of Shivananda Sena. So this is what he's now telling. Your father sent 10 men to take you away. Then what happened?
তোমারে পাঠাইতে পত্রী পাঠাইল মোরে যা করা হইতে তোমার না পাইয়া গেল ঘরে
He wrote me a letter asking me to send you back, but when those 10 men received no information about you, they returned home from Jankara. So he said that your father wrote me a letter, but that time he was not with him. So they went back. Then
4 মাস রহি ভক্তগণ গড়ে গেলা শুনি রঘুনাথের পিতা মনুষ্য পাঠাইলা
when all the devotees from Bengal returned home after staying at Jagannath Puri for 4 months, Raghunatha Dasa's father heard about their arrival and therefore sent a man to Sivananda Sena. So then when he heard, then he actually sent the people to Sivananda Sena.
সে মনুষ্য শিবানন্দ সেনেরে পুষছিল মহাপ্রভু স্থানে এক বৈরাগী দেখিল
So they are asking, that man inquired from Sivananda Sena, did you see anyone in the renounced order at the residence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So the servants of the guards are asking this question. Oh, did you see anybody looking like a sannyasi in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's residence? And that person's name is Raghunatha Dasa. He's the son of Govardhan Mazumdar. Oh, sorry, Prabhu, you read. Yeah, 250.
গোবর্ধনের পুত্র তেহ নাম রঘুনাথ নীলাচলে পরিচয় আছে তোমারও সাথ
That person is Raghunatha Dasa, the son of Govardhan Mazumdar. Did you meet him in Neelachala? So they are asking, okay, that person's name is so and so, and he is the son of Govardhan Mazumdar. So did you meet him in Neelachal? That is Jagannath Puri.
শিবানন্দ কহে তেহ হয় প্রভুর স্থানে পরম বিখ্যাত তেহ কিবা নাহি জানে
So now Shivananda Sena is replying, yes, yes, sir, Raghunath Dasa is with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and is a very famous man. Who does not know him? Because Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, by his wonderful qualities, he was quite famous. So he's saying that who will not know, who don't know about him.
স্বরূপের স্থানে তারে কইয়াছেন সমর্পণ, প্রভুর ভক্তগণের দেহ হয় প্রাণসম।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has placed him under the charge of Swarup Damodar. Raghunatha Dasa has become just like the life of all the Lord's devotees. So he's telling all these details to the, the guard, that now he's under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami and is very, very dear to all the devotees.
রাত্রি দিন করে তেহ নাম সংকীর্তন, ক্ষণমাত্র নাহি ছাড়ে প্রভুর চরণ।
He chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra all day and night. He never gives up the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not even for a moment. He was so much attached to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
পরম বৈরাগ্যতার নাহি বক্ষ পরিধান, জয়ছে তৈছে আহার করি রাখয়ে পরাণ।
He is in the supreme order of renounced life. Indeed, he does not care about eating or dressing. Some or other he eats and maintains his life. So Raghunatha Dasa Goswami was an embodiment of renunciation. Mahaprabhu, through each of the Goswamis, he is giving different teachings. So through Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, he is giving a very great lesson on the science of renunciation through Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. This is what the sannyasis, especially, how one should actually keep up the sannyas ashram. So he's saying that he was not even he was not caring for eating or dressing. Somehow he was maintaining his life.
দশদণ্ড রাত্রি গেলে পুষ্পাঞ্জলি দেখিয়া, সিংহধারে খাড়া হয় আহার লাগিয়া।
After 10 dandas, 4 hours of the night have passed, and Raghunatha Dasa has seen the performance of Pushpanjali. He stands at the Simhadwara gate to beg some alms to eat. We saw that earlier, that how he would stand the night darshan. The night darshan of Jagannath is the Bada Shringar Vesh, and after that there is a Pushpanjali. After the Pushpanjali ceremony, he will come and stand at the Simhadwara gate, and if anyone offers him anything, then he would eat.
কেহ যদি দে তবে করয়ে বক্ষণ, কবু উপবাস কবু করহে চর্বণ।
He eats if someone gives him something to eat. Sometimes he fasts and sometimes he chews fried grains. So only someone gives, he eats, otherwise he fasts.
এত শুনি সেই মনুষ্য গোবর্ধন স্থানে, কহিল গিয়া সব রঘুনাথ বিবরণে।
After hearing this, the messenger returned to Govardhan Mazumdar and informed him all about Raghunath Dasa. Now they got the message. So the guard went and told all the information to his father, Govardhana Mazumdar.
শুনি তার মাতা পিতা দুঃখিত হইল, পুত্র ঠাই দ্রব্য মনুষ্য পাঠাইতে মন কইল।
Hearing the description of Raghunatha Dasa's behavior in the renounced order, his father and mother were very unhappy. Therefore, they decided to send Raghunatha some men with goods for his comfort. So, because they were parents, so naturally they were very worried. So, what did they do? They actually sent some goods, some men, some people, and some food and everything they sent through this men.
400 মুদ্রা ধুই ভিত্ত এক ব্রাহ্মণ, শিবানন্দের ঠাই পাঠাইল ততক্ষণ।
Raghunatha Dasa's father immediately sent 400 coins, 2 servants, and 1 brahmana to Sivananda Sena, because he was a very rich man. So he sent 400 gold coins, 2 servant and 1 brahmana, so that that brahmana can cook for him. So this is what his father did. And then what happened?
শিবানন্দ কহে তুমি সব যাইতে নারিবা, আমি যাই যবে আমার সঙ্গে যাইবা।
Shivananda Sena informed them, you cannot go to Jagannath Puri directly. When I go there, you may accompany me. So they sent all these people, but Shivananda Sena said, you please wait, because when I am going to Jagannath Puri, that time you can come. Till the time you wait. I think, thank you, Madhava Ranjan Prabhu. Madhava Radha Raman what is your full name?
মাধব রাধারঞ্জন দাস।
Beautiful name, Prabhu. Beautiful name. Very nice.
হরে
Thank you so
হরে
much for your
কৃষ্ণ
service.
মাতাজি,
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
সর্বক্ষণে ধন্যবাদ প্রণাম।
Dandavats. Dandavats. Thank you, Prabhu. So now Apu Mataji would read.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams. Shall we highlight, spotlight Apu Mataji?
261 na Mataji.
Yeah, 262. Oh, yeah. Yes, 261.
এবে ঘর যাহ যবে আমি সব চলিমু, তবে তোমার সবাকারে সঙ্গে লইয়া যামু।
Now go home and all of us go. I shall take all of you with me. So he's telling to all the gods, now you all go home. When I am going, I will take all of you. Yeah.
Okay. 262. এই তো প্রস্তাবে শ্রী কবি কর্ণপুর রঘুনাথ মহিমা গ্রন্থে লিখিলা প্রচুর।
Describing this incident, the great poet Sri Kavikarnapura has written extensively about the glorious activities of Raghunatha Dasa in the Sri Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka. Kavikarnapura is a very great devotee. There is a very beautiful connection here. You know, Shivananda Sena is a great devotee, and Shivananda Sena had 3 sons. Chaitanya Das, Ramadas, and Puri Das. So Puri Das is also called Paramananda Das, and he is also called Kavi Karnapur. And Kavi Karnapur is the name given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because Kavi means a great poet. This little boy, when he was a very small child, Mahaprabhu blessed him, and that time this child sucked the toe of Mahaprabhu and got so much blessings. At the age of 7, he was composing poems. So Mahaprabhu praised him and then gave him the name Kavi Karnapur. So Kavi Karnapur has written a book called Gaura Ganodeshika Deepika, which is where he has written whoever were in Chaitanya Leela, whoever in Chaitanya Leela, what was their position in Krishna Leela. Like for example, Advait Acharya is, he's the Mahavishnu and Sadashiva combined. Who is Gadadhar Pandit? He is Srimati Radharani. Who is Srivas Thakur? Is Narada Muni. So like that, he got that special vision, that special mercy, because he was specially blessed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he had that special spiritual vision to know who was, in Krishna Leela as now taken their appearance in Chaitanya Leela. So that in Gaura Ganodeshika Deepika, we can see all these personalities. So here, Kavi Karnapur has also written a book called Sri Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka. In that also this particular incident is coming. His own father is Sivananda Sena. Okay. Yes.
263. আচার্য যদুনন্দন সুমধুর শ্রীবাসুদেব প্রিয় তচ্ছিজ্য রঘুনাথ ইত্যাদি গুণ প্রাণাধিক মাদৃশম।
Raghunatha Dasa is a disciple of Yadunandana Acharya, who is very gentle and is extremely dear to Vasudeva Datta, a resident of Kanchanapalli. Because of Raghunatha Dasa's transcendental qualities, he is always more dear than life for all of us devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Since he has been favored by the abundant mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is always pleasing, vividly providing a superior example for the renounced order. This very dear follower of Swarup Damodar Goswami is the ocean of renunciation. Who among the residents of Neelachal does not know him very well? The mood of Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is extremely, he is a devotee who has been liked by all the devotees, because of his extraordinary qualities. he has captured the heart of all the devotees. So, who will not be able to recognize him? So that is what saying. Yeah.
Mataji, I read
264.
2,
64.
no, 63. I didn't tell full.
Fully, yeah. Oh, you didn't read 63 fully? It's
No.
okay. Not to worry. 264 you can read.
Okay. Now I read 64.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. 264. সর্বলোকৈক মনোভিরুচা সৌভাগ্য ভূ কাদিদ কৃষ্ট পচ্চা যত্রায় মারুপন তুল্য কালম তৎপ্রেম সাক্ষী ফল বান তুল্য.
Because he is very pleasing to all the devotees, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami easily became like the fertile earth of good fortune, in which it was suitable for the seed of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be sown. At the same time that the seed was sown, it grew into a matchless tree of the love of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and produced fruit. Very interesting. You know, if there is a land, if the land is very fertile, what happens when we put a seed? The seed will nicely grow, and then we see that it will grow very nicely, produce a small plant will come and then will become a tree, and then it will give the fruit if it is a fertile land. huh? But if the land is not fertile, what happens? You put the seed, but still the seed, it sometimes the seed may not fructify, or even if it is fructifying, it may be very slow. mm. So here, what is that fertile earth, fertile land? There's a comparison here. Um, uh, because he is very pleasing to all the devotees, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami easily became like the fertile earth of good fortune, in which it was suitable for the seed of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be sown. So, if our bhakti, or if we have to develop that tree of devotion, um, the fruit, then what happens? The land should be fertile. And what is the fertile land refers to? Only when we please all the devotees, then what happens? The bhakti, the tree of devotion, can actually grow. See, what happens is that uh, when a Vaishnava becomes very happy, mm, what happens? Their heart naturally blesses. When they become happy, what happens? Whether sometimes they may say in words, they bless, but sometimes they don't even have to say in words, but in their heart they're thinking, oh, this devotee is so nice, so wonderful. When they think like that, then what happens? That blessing will act on us. And then you see that when their heart becomes happy, then when they think something for our good, then what happens? Immediately we see that we are actually progressing. We progress in our devotion service. Even any impediments on the path of devotion is that gets removed. So that is why they say it is very, very important to please the devotees. And what is pleasing means? Okay, how can we please? We please by service. But serve means please. That means we have to serve in such a way that is pleasing to the other person. Not that we serve in a way which is pleasing to our own self. For example, if we are going to serve some devotee, that's why, when any devotees come, like senior Vaishnavas, what we ask them, what you would like to have, what is that which you like, and then what is dear to them, so that we can try to, kind of serve them in the way they like. Because I like some food, I don't cook and then give to that person. He may like something else. So, serving means whether it is serving Krishna, or serving his pure devotees, or serving any devotee for that matter, or even in this world, serving means to serve in a way which is pleasing to the other person. That is actual service. But generally what happens is that we know our conditioning comes in the middle, and then we try to serve. Oh, I think this is the way I serve. So for example, someone is given an instruction, okay, please do service like this, like this. Then what I do, I start doing like that, but then something comes in the middle, but then I think, okay, I think this is correct. I think this is the way I should be doing it. Okay, let me do. We don't even verify, am I doing correct or not? If we get a confusion, say for example, we are stuck, we don't know whether we are doing correct or not. Or some people may come in the middle and say something else. Then we hear those people and then we follow their rule. Who gave you service? Why don't you ask that person who gave you service? Why you hear so many else other person around you or your own mind, and you perform the service? How the service is pleasing? It's not at all pleasing. We end up disappointing them, actually. So that is why it's very important to know, it is not just doing service. Service means, what is the mood, what is the purpose you have taken up that service? For whom you have taken up the service? You have taken up a service to please that person, to please the devotee, right? Say for example, I have taken up a service. Somebody is telling me, okay, Mataji, you do this service, maybe you do this for 1 week or 10 days or whatever, some service they are giving me. And then I'm saying, okay, Prabhu, I will do. I'm start doing this service. When I'm actually seeing something is going here and there, what should I do? I should actually ask that Prabhu, yeah, you gave me a service, but here I am got stuck, or here something else has come up. Please guide me or direct me so that I can do in a way pleasing to you. That should be the mood. Or we should, if we have that intelligence, and we should understand, okay, what he would expect us to do. So in that way we will do. But rather what we do, we start like that nicely. But then in between what we do, something happens and we think, I think I should go like this, I should do like this, because I feel this is correct. And then I go doing a service in a way, but in the end, actually I've gone wrong what I should be doing, and I end up making the person displeased. So the purpose is lost. The purpose of taking a service is lost because we have not pleased the person, rather we have displeased the person. So that's why it's very important. It is not about how big or small service we are doing. It is all about in what spirit we are doing. Same with Krishna also. It is not a big service I'm doing for Krishna, or it is a small service I'm doing for Krishna. What is the intention and in what spirit I am doing that service? If that is not correct, doesn't matter whether it is, even if it is big, we are not going to please him. Yes, for any service, some blessing we get, but we won't get that ultimate, what is actually, expected. So that is why whenever we have been given any service, we should first make our mind clear, what purpose I am doing this service and how I actually should be doing it. If I am stuck, whom I should ask, and how I should carry it forward successfully till the end. Even if obstacle comes, how should I manage? If I do not know, I should learn from someone else and do it. Otherwise, what happens? The purpose gets lost. But here we see Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. He was such a personality that he has done service in a mood which is pleasing to all the Vaishnavas. So that's why it has become a fertile land. So when the seed of Mahaprabhu was sown, it grew like a very big tree, and it gave the ultimate fruit of love of Mahaprabhu. So that is why it's very important. Spirit of service should be pleasing. That is the most important thing. And the purpose of service is to please Krishna and his pure devotees and devotees. So that should be the spirit. Okay. Yes, Mataji. 265.
265 শিবানন্দ জৈছে সেই মনুষ্যে কহিলা কর্ণপুর সেই রূপে শ্লোক বর্ণিলা.
In these verses, the great poet Kavi Karnapur gives the same information that Sivananda Sena conveyed to the messenger from Raghunatha Dasa's father. So, Kavi Karnapur also has written the same information. So that's the point they're saying in his book. 266.
266 বর্ষান্তরে শিবানন্দ চলে নীলাচলে রঘুনাথের সেবক বিপ্র তারও সঙ্গে চলে
The next year, when Sivananda Sena was going to Jagannath Puri as usual, the servants and the Brahmana who was a cook went with him. So they waited actually because they have because Sivananda Sena said, "When I am going, you all join." So now the next year has come, and as usual, Shivananda Sena is leading the whole team of devotees. So that time, the servants and the guards were sent by Govardhan Mazumdar. They also joined this party.
267 সেই বিপ্রভৃত্যচারী শত মুদ্রা লইয়া নীলাচলে রঘুনাথে মিলিলা আসিয়া
The servants and Brahmana brought 400 coins to Jagannath Puri, and there they met Raghunatha Dasa. So finally, the guards met Raghunatha Dasa Goswami.
268 রঘুনাথ দাস অঙ্গীকার না করিল দ্রব্য লইয়া দুইজন তাহাই রহিল
Raghunath Das did not accept the money and men sent by his father. Therefore, the Brahmana and one of the servants stayed there with the money. So when they immediately went, Raghunath Das Goswami did not accept that money. And also the persons, the guards who came there. So they actually waited, okay, let's see whether he will accept or not. So they were waiting.
269 তবে রঘুনাথ করি অনেক যতন মাসে 2 দিন কইলা প্রভুর নিমন্ত্রণ
At that time, Raghunatha Dasa began inviting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his house with great attention for 2 days. Every month. So sweet. You see, now Raghunath Dasa Goswami thought, okay, my father has sent money. Now how should I use? What should I use? He didn't want to use for his personal expenses or personal use. Rather, what did he do was he started inviting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his house, and then he would feed Mahaprabhu with that money what his father has sent.
270 দুই নিমন্ত্রণে লাগে কৌরি অষ্টপন ব্রাহ্মণ ভিত্ত ঠাই করেন এতেক গ্রহণ
The cost for these 2 occasions was 640 kaudis. Therefore, he would take that much from the servant and the Brahmana. So that means he would every month 2 days he would call Mahaprabhu, and for that the cost was 640 kaudis. Those days that measure they have that kind of counting. So he would take whatever money expenses he actually incurred in the service of Mahaprabhu, that he would take from that amount what his father has given, not for his personal thing.
271 এই মত নিমন্ত্রণ বর্ষ 2 কইলা পাছে রঘুনাথ নিমন্ত্রণ ছাড়ি দিলা
Raghunatha Dasa continued to invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this way for 2 years. That means 2 days in a month. That means 12 into 2, 24 days. So 24 days, 1 year. So 2 years, 48 days. Basically, he has like continuously 2 years, he was inviting Mahaprabhu like this for 2 days in a month. So Raghunatha Dasa continued to invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this way for 2 years, but at the end of the second year, he stopped. So why he stopped? Okay. Mataji, 72.
272 দুই মাস 2 জবে রঘুনাথ না করে নিমন্ত্রণ স্বরূপে পুছিলা তবে সচির নন্দন
When Raghunatha Dasa neglected to invite Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 2 consecutive months, the Lord, the son of Sachi, questioned Swarup Damodar. So all of a sudden he stopped inviting Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu, he asked Swarup Damodar Goswami, what happened? Raghunatha Dasa is not invited. Like continuously 2 months, there was no invitation from Raghunatha Das Goswami.
273 রঘু কেনে আমায় নিমন্ত্রণ ছাড়ি দিল স্বরূপ কহে মনে কিছু বিচারও করিল
The Lord asked, why has Raghunatha Dasa stopped inviting me? 274.
274 বিষয়ীর দ্রব্য লইয়া করি নিমন্ত্রণ প্রসন্ন না হয় ইহায় জানি প্রভুর মন
I invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by accepting goods from materialistic people. I know that the Lord's mind is not satisfied by this. So Raghunath Dasa Goswami thought, okay, I am feeding from which money? I am feeding from my father's money. And my father, what he is doing, he is not interested in the spiritual this thing. He is like, his my mind is to make money. So for from such a person, I just got some money and I'm actually inviting the Lord. So the Lord may not be pleased. So he's thinking like that. 275.
মোর চিত্ত দ্রব্য লইতে না হয় নির্মল, এই নিমন্ত্রণে দেখি প্রতিষ্ঠা মাত্র ফল।
My consciousness is impure because I accept all these goods from people who are interested only in pounds, shillings, and pence. Therefore, by this kind of invitation, I get only some material reputation. So I am getting money from what kind of person? A person who is not only interested in money. And by getting that money and using what I am trying to do, maybe I will get some fame. Maybe for some fame I am trying to do, looks like this. So he's contemplating, that whether the service is satisfying to the Lord or not. Okay, Mataji, probably. mm, okay, another 3 verse. We'll stop then. 76.
উপরোধে প্রভু মোরে মোর মানেন নিমন্ত্রণ, না মানিলে দুঃখী হইবেক মূর্খ জন।
At my request, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts the invitation because he knows that a foolish person like me would be unhappy if he did not accept them. So, why Mahaprabhu came even after knowing it? Because somebody is asking, then why to disappoint him? So that's why he has accepted. 277.
এত বিচারিয়া নিমন্ত্রণ ছাড়ি দিল, শুনি মহাপ্রভু হাসি বলিতে লাগিল।
Considering all these points, Swarup Damodar concluded, he has stopped inviting you. Hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and spoke as follows. So Mahaprabhu became very pleased because someone is thinking about, whether it is very really pleasing to the Lord or not. So see, this is the mood of the devotees. If I love someone only, then I will be able to think what this person would be thinking. So because if someone loves Krishna, then they will thinking whether Krishna would be happy with this or Krishna will not be happy. Am I doing this thing which is pleasing to him or not? That's why pure devotees are always thinking whether this is pleasing or not, because they love Krishna so much. So Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is now thinking, is Mahaprabhu happy with this or not? He won't be happy. So he's thinking like that. 278.
বিষয়ীর অন্ন খাইলে মলিন হয় মন, মলিন মন লইলে হইলে নহে কৃষ্ণের শরণ।
When one eats food offered by a materialistic man, one's mind becomes contaminated. And when the mind is contaminated, one is unable to think of Krishna properly. So how important is that the food, when a food offered by a materialistic person, what happens? One mind becomes contaminated. So then when mind contaminates, then what we can think? When mind is contaminated, we can't even think what is good and what is bad. So that is why they say that we should not accept food from a person who is not in proper consciousness. That's why you see that when we cook for the deities also, they say that a person who is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, who has followed certain rules and regulations, they should only cook for the Lord. That's why when some devotees are coming, sannyasis are coming, sometimes we may wonder why I was not given an opportunity. It's not like no one wants to, you know, deny an opportunity, but it is important that for those levels of devotees, at least someone who is practicing the rules, we may not be spontaneously doing it, but still at least someone is following the rules and regulations properly, then only they can actually cook for those kind of devotees, especially sannyasis. Because they don't want to eat from everyone's hand because it contaminates. That's why we see, sometimes people go out and eat in a hotel or anywhere. Sometimes the stomach gets upset and things like that. Even materially speaking, I'm talking. But when a food is cooked by a mother, the person feels very nourished. The child feels very nourished, and that food tastes very, very wonderful. Every mom's food is the best food for a child, because the mother cooks out of love. you know when she's cooking itself, she's thinking, oh, my child will love this, and it will be good for him, this and that. So it is all a positive, a mood of the element of love is there. But whereas we go somewhere outside, or they are only baking for money, business, so there the love element is missing. So it may not be, it cannot be compared to a food cooked by loud person. you know so similarly, when someone is cooking, this is love for a child, a mother is cooking. Just imagine someone is cooking love for God, how the food would taste, how the food would uplift a person. That is why the prasadam is so uplifting. When someone who is in that consciousness cooking and offering to the Lord, and when we eat that prasadam, it can just change our consciousness. It can just eliminate all the contamination in our heart, because the food is cooked with such love. Um, the Lord really relishes it. So that's why the love, the element of love, is very, very important. Krishna says, uh, uh, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya prayachati. Element of love, the ingredient of love. Okay, the last one. 280.
270. No, 279.
Oh, okay.
বিষয়ের অন্ন হয় রাজস নিমন্ত্রণ দাতা ভুক্তা দুহার মলিন হয় মন.
When one accepts an invitation from a person contaminated by the material mode of passion, the person who offers the food and the person who accepts it are both mentally contaminated. Oh, see, yeah. So when one accepts an invitation from a person in the material mode of passion, someone is in Rajo Guna, and a person in a Rajo Guna is inviting, then what happens? The person who offers the food and the person who accepts it, both are getting mentally kind of, because the mood of Rajo Guna it is offered, and that gets tainted. That affects the consciousness. So Mahaprabhu, that's what he said. Na, it's very important. Mahaprabhu was very particular when he was, even while he was actually going on the forest, Jarikan forest, and also he was, traveling the South India. He would always have one assistant who would be cooking for him, or he would go to the house of devotees and he would only take the prasadam. So it was very particular. Throughout Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see that we can't just ask the food from anyone and everyone, because it will affect. You are what you eat. There is a saying, you are what you eat. So our consciousness gets affected by the food what we are eating. If we are eating a food which is infected with love for Krishna, we will be infected with love for Krishna. But if a food is infected with all this, rajogun, tamogun, and other gunas, and that's what we will get infected. So that's why it's very important. Okay, last one, Mataji.
280. ইহার সংকোচে আমি এতদিনও নিল ভালো হইল জানিয়া আপনি ছাড়ি দিল.
Because of Raghunatha Dasa's eagerness, I accepted his invitation for many days. It is very good that Raghunatha Dasa, knowing this, has now automatically given up this practice. So see, Mahaprabhu is also saying the same thing. Because I didn't want to disappoint Raghunath Dasa, I was actually taking. But now he has understood. See, this is what happens when we sincerely try to serve Krishna. Krishna also, he says, Dadami buddhi yogam tam enamam upayantite. I will give the intelligence by which one can come to me. So Krishna will actually, within, as Paramatma, he will instruct us. And from without, as spiritual master and Vaishnavas, he will instruct us. Oh, you are doing, he will give us that intelligence. Oh, what am I doing? I should not be doing this. Oh, this is what is pleasing to the Lord. Okay. Like that, we will be fine-tuned in our consciousness. We will evolve in our consciousness. And then we see that we will come to that platform where we are doing everything only as an activity pleasing to Krishna. Everything we are doing only with the mood of pleasing to Krishna. So here we see Raghunatha, step by step. First he came, he accepted the remnants from Govinda. Mahaprabhu's remnants from Govinda. Then he understood it is not proper. Maybe I can receive for few days, but I'm a sannyasi. I can't be sitting and eating like this. So he went out, and then in the Simhadwara gate, he was standing there and receiving, whatever people are giving. And then he realized, that later you will see, then he will realize that, then it is, he was still doing that. But also he was feeding Mahaprabhu like this 2 days in a month. And then he understood, oh, no, that is not pleasing to him. So he stopped that. We will see further, even he won't stand in the Simhadwara gate. He will do something else. And after that, he will do something else. Very amazing. He see how Krishna from within gives the direction. And then we see how Raghunatha Dasa Goswami was such a recipient of love from Mahaprabhu that exemplified in his qualities and his devotion to Mahaprabhu. So we will see that in our next class. Very, very amazing. Please do not miss it. Next week is really amazing. I hope we have a class. Yeah. We will see that Govardhan Shila was offered. We are supposed to be finishing that also today, but I couldn't finish. Sorry. Thank you so much, Apu Mataji. It was so wonderful. Very, very sweet. Hare Krishna. Over to Ranjani, my Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Mataji and Yamneshwari Mataji and Apu Mataji for a wonderful session. Let me share my screen for announcements. Hope you can see my screen, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Hare Krishna devotees, thank you for joining today's Raghunath Das Goswami pastime and Chatan Chaitanya. So, as we do, like, from the session, whatever you find the points or any takeaway, please, you can write one line or you can say as well. I can read it out for the pleasure of all the devotees available over here and as a takeaway. Meanwhile, I can read out so many points
Announcement.
Mataji has mentioned,
Oh,
like
okay.
Vijay
Oh,
Lakshmi Mataji.
okay, okay.
Maybe a couple of them I can choose from here. So Mataji mentioned like real service is to do seva that pleases devotee. To get 100% in seva is by following right mood that pleases Vaishnava. Pure devotee always contemplate whatever they do if it pleases to the Lord. Contaminated mind cannot remember Krishna.
Mm.
Mataji, you were saying something. Sorry, I interrupted.
No. It's go ahead, Prabhu. Yeah, I was just saying that if the devotees are wanting to take some time, then in the meantime, maybe the announcements you can do and then come back.
It's
Yeah.
also brilliant, Mataji. So I'll cover, then I can come back and read it after further.
It's so nice. Vijay Lakshmi Mataji has put up so many points. Really wonderful. Thank you very much, Mataji, for the service.
Yeah, so the first announcement, like I already communicated earlier in the last session, like the get well soon messages for the Jagannath. So please read it out, write it out, and you can hand over to the temple, and it directly goes to the altar as well. So 20th of July. So please encourage kids, children, and BB members. They can write it down the wonderful, greeting cards for Jagannath. Yeah, so this is for the food for life. So last Wednesday, Sarika Mataji, Vadhu Mataji, and Vandana Mataji, they all went for food for life
Sorry,
service.
Prabhu. It's a Madhu Mataji.
Madhu, okay,
Madhu.
I'm apologies,
Sorry.
Mataji.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Sarika Mataji, Madhu Mataji, and Vandana Mataji. Thank you all the devotees for coming forward and taking part in this wonderful service. We'd like to say Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Jai.
So this is the Sunday feast service, which every dham goes and do the service in Sunday cooking or helping in the clean the vessel. So this week Jagannath Dham, Syam Prabhu and Vikash Prabhu went and they did service. So big Hari Bol for both of the devotees. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
And this for the Bhagavad Gita course coming from the 5th of August onwards. So please distribute this flyer to all your BB members so that it will reach out to all the devotees and those who are interested for. It's like just giving the Bhagavad Gita a copy and a digital form so they can get benefited understanding the Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. So please reach out to your members. And Hare Krishna, this is announcement for just reminder for daily online morning japa with devotees from 5 to 8. Hari Bol. Some of the birthday for this week. So from Jagannath Dham, will be having the birthday of Linisa on 16th of July. And from Mathura Dham, 19th of July, Nikunja Shaki Mataji Hari Bol. So I will request all the devotees. So you can unmute yourself and we can chant loudly one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for these wonderful devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Hare. Thank you so much, all the devotees, for your kind prayers and blessing for these devotees. Yeah, some announcement for the week. So 17th we have Sayana Ekadashi, and 21st July is most awaited London Rath Yatra. London Rath Yatra Maha Mahotsav ki Jai. So
Jai.
that is happening on Sunday, 21st of July. And the same day is disappearance of Srila Sanatan Goswami and Guru Purnima. And the Chaturmas is also beginning. And today Mataji was also speaking about the Chaturmas in the beginning, like how devotees were coming and they were staying at one place. So first month of Chaturmas, and that is fast from the green leaf. So those are some announcements for the weeks. Maybe I can read it out some of the takeaway which some devotees
Yeah.
have highlighted over here. So Satyavati Harini Mataji has mentioned, one's consciousness is fine-tuned as they try to serve the Lord by always thinking about what happens, Lord or not. Thank you so much, Mataji. Vandana Mataji mentioned, we are children in the path of bhakti. We have to depend on the great mercy of Mahaprabhu spontaneously. We want to do everything for Krishna with our heart full of love for Krishna. We can be empowered to do great things, great work by mercy of the Lord. Total faith and surrendering to the Lord can lead to great work. Thank you so much, Vandana Mataji. And Mataji has mentioned so beautiful pastime also, how the Alvar was going for debate and he was totally dependent upon the mercy. So thank you so much, Mataji, for a takeaway and putting your wonderful point here. Sorry, I will read one more. So Aruna Mataji has mentioned, when we are given any service by devotee, our consciousness should be to please the devotee and the Lord, not the materialistic benefit and not to approach by any mediator in the way. Thank you, Aruna Mataji, for your beautiful point, Mataji. So, Yamuneshi Mataji, this is from that's all from my side, Mataji.
Hi Krishna Prabhu, can you see my this thing?
Let me stop.
Maybe the screen. You can.
Yeah, oh, I'm going to highlight Mataji now. Jai, yes, Mataji, we can see it
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री गौर निताय की, श्री लड्डू गोपाल की, राधा माधव भगवान की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Ranjanimai Prabhu. Thank you, Kanchan Mataji, and thank you all the devotees who have joined today. We look forward to see you on the Rath Yatra day. It'll be very amazing. And Prabhu, is also 19th Maharaj is coming, no, for the Hainault program. Is there any information?
Yes. Sorry, I missed it, Mataji. So, yeah, so 19th is Hainault, Bhakti Anugrah Janardhan Swami Maharaj's blessing with his wonderful physical association over there. So, I will share the flyer in the group that has been made ready. So, that's a quick announcement, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for reminding. So, please, I will share the details like in ELBB main group. Yeah.
So just like, we just read, it is very wonderful. Whenever we have all this wonderful visiting devotees, he is a sannyasi. So whenever we have such wonderful, exalted devotees visiting us, we take the opportunity to hear from them. So, and we see that if any service we can, one of the services to hearing itself is a service. Hearing from the lips of such great exalted Vaishnavas itself is a great service, and it will purify our heart and it will uplift our consciousness. And also, if we can do anything physically, any service, that's also really very nice. So let's take the opportunity. And also 21st Rath Yatra, we will be seeing so many disciples of Srila Prabhupada also, and so many exalted, wonderful Vaishnavas. So not only we are going to see Lord Jagannath, Balaram and Subhadra Maharani, but we will be getting association of so many wonderful Vaishnavas. So it is must day. We have to, we pray to the Lord that He allows us and permits us to be there. And also, as many people as possible, our friends, our colleagues, our relatives, family, friends, whomever we know, we pass on this message and bring them so that they all can get these blessings. They can pull Lord Jagannath's chariot and get unlimited blessings. So, as many people as we take, Krishna will smile upon us. The more you go take, the more you can see His smile. So that is what is more pleasing to Him. So let's all try our best to take as many devotees as possible to get the blessings of Lord Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra Maharani on the Ratha Yatra day. So look forward to see you on that day. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hari
Jai.
Bol.
Dandavat pranam,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji,
Thank you
for
so much,
beautiful
Mataji.
Thank
darshan
you.
and
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
everyone.
Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you.
Krishna
Thank
Mataji,
you.
Dandava Pranams.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Mataji.